home, we played the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was fantastic. The
Dude,
Manimals played. The
dude,
Manimals.
The Manimals. Dude, I was so pumped. Like, it was a great night for midnight, but I was there to see the Manimals, man, because it's been one of my favorite bands since high school, and especially horrorcore. That album, it's been on heavy rotation ever since.
Yeah, I mean, even since the first track, Super Fist. I mean, just everybody in the audience. I mean, because it's so rare that the band would play. You know, that's the last show. The show prior to this was 2012 in Wacken in Germany.
But now, like, that's all done. The craziness surrounding the Rock Hall show, and we're moving into VANIK season.
Yes.
Here, getting into the fall, the October, the candies, the Halloweens, the trick or treats, all that stuff. But you have the next album, VANIK IV, coming out.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This one was an interesting one because touring, I was on the road for months, you know, Europe, all these different crazy places. And I was, you know, I couldn't even be at my own studio.
Already said, like, you recorded on the road. What does that like look like, and how do you accomplish that while being on tour, like in a planes, trains, automobiles type situation?
Exactly. Planes, trains, automobiles, hotels, dressing rooms. It's just a laptop. I have my my computer and my, you know, universal audio interface, and I'm just, you know, I'll have my guitar and just kind of plugging in and, you know, writing the parts and recording it. The cool thing was, in between the road, I got to work with this guy named Ron from Loudstack, where we did a bunch of my amp sounds.
Yeah.
So we did those, and while I was on the road, I was able to actually plug into the, you know, my setup, my mobile rig, and record my guitar takes. And yeah, man, it turned out pretty cool. I mean, it was a lot different and way different from the first two records. So it was, you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's wild. I mean, you know, I have a full format studio at home, but like, it was kind of unique though, just being, you know, in the van, you know, sitting down with my computer, with a guitar, you know, trying to, you know, make it work in that small little area. Or rather, you know, go in a hotel room or something like that.
And and I mean, I was talking about how like efficient it is down here with you, with your studio that you record all this stuff down at home. It's like you have a full studio at your disposal that you could go over and use, but a lot of it could just easily be done at home now. Like, it's so fast the way you can like get something out of your head and lay down and out to people.
Well, I think too, what's really cool is just having a, you know, just changing it in a sense of, okay, environments really affect how the songs are going to sound.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you feel a certain way, I mean, lyrically, even musically. So it's kind of, you know, I guess it just, the timing kind of just was the right thing for the songs and the record for the record.
Yeah, like it is true with the, you know, the space that you're in recording, because there's a big difference. Like, I remember like when we were younger and you go to the recording studio downtown, and it was like a big white open room and everybody's staring at you through a window, and you feel like you're like in front of the class.
Yeah, once you hit that red button,
exactly. And you just cost us so much money. But then there's a place like Mercenary Studios where it's completely just a chilled out vibe. There's couches in there. It's basically like a jam room. That's the best studio. I mean, the stuff you guys produce out of there is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the room is incredible. I mean, the first 3 records or everything else prior to this one had been done there. So, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I've recorded so much music out of Mercenary. So it's like, you know, for this record, it was just kind of like, you know, it called for it.
Yeah. Speaking about environments and recording and all that stuff, and you know, how it affects it, do you think this album, the sound of it, was kind of affected by that process of the hectic nature, or the confined space, as you say?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we would be on the road, it would be, I don't know, 11 o'clock in the morning going to Switzerland, and it's like seeing castles and stuff like that. I mean, epic views, and like
Yeah.
the ideas of lyrics are just flowing like crazy. So absolutely, from that to a backstage, dressing room or hotel room, it's just each area is just completely different headspace.
So what would you say like is the sound of this album, the vibe of this album?
I'd say it's a little bit more metal.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I had no idea what it was gonna really sound like. I mean, of course, I have the Vanek sound, rock and roll, oriented music, but I feel like this one is definitely punchier and a little bit more metal and riffy. A lot more detail and the structures. Maybe, I don't know.
Do you got like a
me.
certain song off the album that maybe like exemplifies that change, that new sound on this one?
The Chamber of Horrors. There's an intro of this, but the first track.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to
Cool
say.
track.
Yeah, you sent it to him like Face Melter right off the bat, man.
But well, it's cool because the idea Chamber of Horrors came from those old cassettes from Halloween.
Oh, yes, the
Marks.
the sound effects ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going beyond, you've kind of moved in not just with the new album, but kind of new venture into the video aspect of doing this stuff. I got to partake in a upcoming music video that's coming out.
Yeah.
And the production was solid.
So yeah, the idea of this whole visual world of Vanek has always been there. It's just a matter of how is this going to happen. So I connected with this guy named Tim Holzinger, who's actually a partner at our studio, but we're learning this workflow process of making this cool type of style of footage. So I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen from here? We did that Devoured Melody video.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's always been like kind of you got your world of Vanek, the songs inspired by movies and by creatures and that sort of thing, and now you get to turn it around and go, okay, my love, now I'm putting that back out there in these awesome videos that I see. Like, I don't know how you guys pull them off, especially like with all the special effects and stuff, but it's pretty awesome.
Well, it's the same Alice Cooper effect type of thing. I always loved Kiss.
Yes,
Alice
we
Cooper.
just talked about
It
that.
was just the whole thing. It was, the music was great, the songs were amazing, but the visuals, like being at the concerts, but I wanted to kind of do that with Vanek. But it was this process. I didn't really have a lot of time being on tour with Midnight to kind of focus in on how's this going to work? How can I like bring this to the people? Because there's just so much to it.
Yeah. And it's, you don't have a giant crew with you going and to help set up. It's, just it's a couple of people giving you a hand, and I always bring it up. I'm like, I can't wait for the next one, man. Hopefully you do one here coming up and get to do at least a couple dates to show the people out there what it's all about.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
There's one booked in Detroit right now with Acid, which it's their annual Halloween show that we're doing. It's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, we got this whole truss set up.
Yeah,
with the projector and everything. It's gonna be pretty intense.
And Carmilla will of course be
Carmilla will be there.
Yeah,
in top fine form as usual.
Top fine form.
Far, far away in the deep woods of Vancora, a spoon has embarked on a quest. Eagerly it waits to discover its fate, which is decided by those who dare to summon him.
Amazing! Wake up to monsters in your breakfast with Count Vanek cereal.
Coming this October.
Consumption leads to stomach pains that will make you question your life choices and possibly regret that extra bowl. Results may vary. Consume with a sense of humor.
But you mentioned Midnight, and you've been with the band for almost 15 years at this point.
Oh, well, not quite 15. I would say 2012.
Okay.
So
yeah, rounded up.
12-ish.
Yeah. But this Rock Hall gig was kind of like a bittersweet thing because you're departing from the band.
Yes.
Moving on to Vanek country.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was what an amazing ride, you know. From doing the one-offs, going to Dubai, back, flying back home, then fly out to Europe, and then going on tour with Creator in 2017. And now it's just like it's been nonstop. It's just this train that keeps rolling. And like at some point, I'm like, man, I got so many things that I've just been kind of putting off to the side just because we've been playing so much. So at some point, I didn't want to really stop the whole gang from what I had going on, you know. It was just
because, like you said, it is just a train, man. Like he's out there, Athnar's out there kicking ass and taking names, but yeah, there's no way they could just stop at this point.
No, I mean, why would you? I mean, people love it. The songs are there, so it's just like there's no reason to stop. It's just for me, I got to keep going. I got to do it.
Moving on into the future, when's the album getting released?
October 19th or 18th.
Got to figure that one out, man. You're supposed to have a solid date.
October 19th.
Okay. Oh, no. October 18th.
18th? October 18th.
Okay. Yeah. So with also, with the release coming, hopefully people see this beforehand and hear about it and get ready. But you have a singles coming out for this.
Yeah. The first one's going to be No One Else.
No One Else.
Yeah.
So on the way out, those singles, they will be out. Is it the end of September and the end of August? Or sorry.
Yes. Last Friday of August.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And September. And what was the other song?
Trapped, written by my beautiful Carmilla Side Bride.
Side Bride. I like that tag, the Side Bride. Well, she's the main bride. She's not the side bride. It's exactly. You're gonna get punched after this, man. But all right, make sure everybody gets that on that particular date that he said earlier,
October 18th.
October 18th, and man, I hope we get to do this again.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's just so much fun to come down here in my own basement.
I know, it was a long travel for you.
Really far. I didn't have to go to Switzerland or Austria or Chile.
Chile. Well, insert tagline later, and we'll talk to you another time, folks.
Sure thing.
For music, merch, and more, visit us at VANIKHalloween.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at VANIKHalloween. Send your questions to deadlytreasuresshow@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Vanik's Deadly Treasures. Happy Halloween!